Wajir and Garissa counties, they face the impact of climate change, including prolonged droughts and erratic rainfall. So these challenges threaten their livelihoods. For them to really navigate these challenges, they need reliable tools that provide them, with insights that will inform planning, that will also facilitate decision making. So that's why we're bringing on board geospatial analysis and the use of geospatial technology, so that government is capacitated to have tools that will give them, thorough analysis of the diverse data sets. So we are deploying an integrated geospatial system that will kind of enable the county government to see the big picture of things, how water is related to rangelands, how rangelands are related to health, and specifically how all these are also related to the population dynamics and other human activities. So from that bit, they'll be able to get the right information for them to make the right decision.
The GIS, the Geospatial Resource Centre, will really help us as a county to be able to automate our manual workflows. And one of the things that it does is that currently we are operating using manual processes. It will automate our land records. We'll be able to digitize and digitalize our services. The GIS is not only for land department, it is bigger than that. Then the county is also trying to really map all its resources, be it water sources, rangeland resources, not only map them, but protect and conserve those resources and help the communities to be able to utilize those resources for sustainability, both in the current generation and for future generations.
Why GIS? First, GIS is it's a platform, or it's an infrastructure for data management, and we are focusing on the description of a specific location. Through GIS, a county government, for this case, for example, is able to see where all their resources are, how they've been deployed, the conditions of these resources, and then make decisions based on that information. So GIS allows for spatial justice when it comes to resource deployment, when it comes to distribution of different services that a county government would want to deliver. In the context of ASAL Adapts, our key deliverable is rangeland management, and GIS is one of the principal technology that informs rangeland management, or that supports rangeland management. We want to have what we call a decision support system, or evidence-based decisions. So through data, we are seeing evidence, or we are seeing information that is backing the kind of decision that is being made in terms of management of our rangelands.
This is truly a powerful tool that shall shape the future of our county. This system is not just a technological innovation, it's a commitment to better governance, to better informed decisions, and the improved well-being overall of our people. I'd like to appreciate Mexico for their invaluable support to our county. The direct funding of the unified system, enhancement of our Geospatial Resource Centre, and the capacity building that they've provided for our staff have been instrumental in enabling us to adopt and effectively manage the system we're launching today.
Mexico Kenya way of doing business and the design of the programs is actually around the mandated institutions, and by anchoring our framework of business with the existing institutions is our model of doing business. This is in two perspectives. One is institutionalization for sustainability of the framework itself, to hand over from Mexico-led initiative to a more governmental mandated agency. And to the second point is for Mexico strategically. This is the way we do business, that it is locally led and it's within the localization agenda, that the government is the local institution that will remain beyond the project.
The funding for running this GIS, we will make it a specific line item in our budget. so that there's money that's meant for the GIS system. And then that way, it reduces the flexibility of the next system not to budget for it. So we'll do our bit.
When it comes from the governor and it's an executive order for us to update the data daily, that means the data and the quality of the data that we will have in the system will first improve. The specific budget line for GIS will help us now to come up with a GIS strategy. It will also help us to procure and buy lessons for the systems, because the partners will do for you, but it's you to carry on. So now, we thank to our partners, we have what we have. But for continuity, that is, the budget now will help us now to train staff, to bring on board if there is gap in each department we see, and then we bring on board technical experts to do for us whatever that the partners are doing for us now.
GIS system is a thing that has come of age since the commencement of the devolution 10 years ago, and the geospatial strategy is anchored in law, and it's time that the county governments come to the realization that they can actually be able to manage their resources by knowing where the location of their assets are, where their people live, the distribution and the patterns involved, and then they can be able to use maps for decision making, analysis, and for planning for the future of their citizens.
From the other perspective of communities, we are enabling them to develop plans, plans that will enable them to allocate land use plans so that they can optimally discuss how they want to use and manage. So it's a decision support system, it is a decision management system. Rather than doing physical restoration projects, you capacitate structures, you support institutions to come up with systems, and then those systems combined with community plans are able to come up with a more sustainable long-term land use planning process by communities and governments. So we are doing the facilitation, we are doing the bridging of these particular discussions.
With the successive prolonged droughts, actually our communities have lost a lot in terms of their livelihoods, livestock. It was almost going to a hopeless community. That now the committee partnered with MASICOP. MASICOP have taken the committee through successive trainings. Then the committee went to the pastoralist for awareness creation, sensitization about the restoration of the rangeland and how we are going to adapt to the risk-changing climatic shocks. MASICOP, after trainings, was able to help the committee to develop bylaws. And those bylaws again were subjected to community stakeholders in an annual general meeting, stakeholders validation. And then MASICOP actually also put us on board of the Rangeland Management Bill. We were capacity built in Nairobi. So we have actually a very warm relationship with the MASICOP, to the effect that now our pastoralists, after creation of the awareness, some of them have got rekindled hopes that with the new management of the land use through sustainable rangeland management, that all is not lost.